We just arrived from the United States, and what we're planning to do, today is to get all our equipment up here. We brought everything we need to do surgery. And we're going to set up the 2 operating rooms, the microscopes, the autoclaves, get all the equipment and things set up so that we can start seeing patients. I think this afternoon.
It really strikes me that this is in God's will because, I prayed a lot about going to Bolivia. I had a lot of uncertainty about it, and finally decided to go. And the next thing you know, we're here, and everything just fell together so perfectly that you're in God's will. That's what I think is so great about it. So it's going to be a great week. We're going to do some great things, hopefully.
Before we came down here in 2001, the hospital had been closed for 2 years because they had a week where they had 9 cases of endophthalmitis, which is a blinding infection. It's a bacterial infection. They think it was caused from a lack of supply of the betadine, the cleaning solution that we use to sterilize our hands or to clean our hands with. And it was probably something due to the sterilization process. And that's what's been kind of nice, that we've been able to upgrade a lot of their equipment here. Got them some new autoclaves for sterilizing their instruments, got them some new instruments, got them a new microscope and new machines for removing cataracts. So when Dr. George, myself, and Dr. Stahl came in, I think October or November of 2001, we were the first ones to operate here in 2 years. And they've been open and running since, doing cases. So
this is the only eye hospital in the entire country that is for the public. All the other things are private. If you don't have cash, then you can't have the surgery. There's no Medicaid, Medicare system here, so if you don't have enough money to pay for your surgery, then you just have to go without. And that's why they rely on missions and people to come in and help, because they just don't have the money to buy the implants that we put in the eye, the materials we use for each case, and the labor and all that. It really does add up to a lot. It's hard for them to take care of their own people. There's just not a really strong health system here. They didn't have microscopes in Bolivia, so we brought it here anyway, not knowing if this scope would be good enough that they have, but I think this scope's going to work. I'm just going to compare the magnification on this one. I haven't used either one of them ever before, so I'm going to figure out which one's best.
Where's the duct tape? Duct tape, man's best friend on a mission trip. This is going to be for our balanced salt solution that we use to irrigate the eye while we're working. So this is going to be like an IV pole where we'll hang the water.
Okay, let's see which microscope we like the best. Yeah, they're very close. You see anything?
this is what's called viscoelastic. It's just, we use a tube of this, or 2 tubes, with every cataract surgery. It's very expensive and difficult to get here in Nicaragua. They put a pretty high tax on this, or a tariff, and so it's hard to bring this in. So, but this is, we use this stuff on every case, and we've got a whole bunch, but you got to keep it refrigerated. If you don't keep it refrigerated, it kind of goes bad.
They don't have a lot of down here because they're like 40 or 50 bucks per tube of this stuff, and they actually end up having to pay more here because they don't buy it in bulk. So we actually can buy it cheaper, and you need one of these for every case you do, so it starts adding up for the cost of doing surgery here. And this hospital is kind of a non-profit, and they just don't have the supplies to do the cases, even if they had the surgeons to do it. When we take out the cataract, that's the lens of the eye, so you can't focus anymore, and these implants will go in the eye, and we have to customize it due to the length of the eye and the shape of the cornea. So we try to do a real good job getting as close to perfect as we can, just like we do in the U.S. So we have to bring kind of a library of, or an inventory of implants to choose from.
This is the phaco machine. This is the machine that actually that we use to remove the cataract. It uses ultrasound to break up the cataract in the eye, and then it has a vacuum that sucks the pieces out. Okay, I'm just kind of looking at the settings right now because there's different modes and different settings on the machine.
These are instruments that Dr. Pike bought for them in the past, and they're taking good care of them. One time we came down, the instruments looked really bad, and so we had to teach them how to clean them, how to take care of the instruments. And it's been a couple of years they've been doing a good job with them.
No, they've been great. There's 2 sets, and they look perfect. I don't see
These eye instruments are really fine too. You can, if you can zoom any of this stuff, the tips are very, very delicate and very fine because we use 10-0 suture.
Yeah, they're taking very good care of them. especially because of the humidity here, it's difficult to keep the instruments in good shape, and they've done a great job. I'm amazed at these instruments.
No, they look brand new.
Yeah, I mean, these are fantastic. For being here for 2 years, and these are great, so they've done a great job with them, so.
We'll probably do, I don't know, hopefully around 40 cases a day with John and I, maybe a little more for, depending on how things flow. But we'll probably work till 5 or 6 at night, each night, and then go back again, start over, see post-ops in the morning. So that's kind of the schedule we expect. Then we get pulled down to the clinic. They bring patients to the clinic that are kind of unusual for us to go look at.